Okay, so very firstly, it's the fun evening time, and at the same juncture, I would like to express my views over three of the topics. The very first topic that is about the riot, which used to take place in the football stadium, and the very second topic that too is about the riot, which used to take place in the cinema hall, and the very third topic that is about the decision. Later on, I would like to familiarize you with the meaning of decision, and according to me, this topic is pretty much awesome, non-parallel, and elegant one, as I've never spoken on this same sort of topic. And very secondly, according to me, people they are quite much fond and habitual of taking each and every decision or taking each and every initiative in the haste instead of taking or instead of catching up on any decision in the quite logical manner or by just taking the good pieces of counsels from the elders or from the seniors or from the experienced persons as well. That's the fact. But let it be. And moreover, riot that takes place due to the quarrels, which takes place among some parties or between a couple of parties. And let me just give you a colorful account of a plight, and that plight would be the imagination one, that would be the unreal one, and in one sense, that would be completely out of my head. In one sense, whatever I would like to express, that would be made up completely. Let it be. Okay, furthermore, at once I was in the football stadium for watching out the football, and so there I saw a packed wave and the stadium that was packed to capacity, and furthermore I was feeling like suffocating, and in addition to due to the overpopulation I was unable to inhale the oxygen in the quite good manner, and furthermore, the fact is that I used to feel disgust with sizable and innumerable people, and furthermore, I was sitting at the back, and so due to which I was unable to watch out the football match quite keenly, thoroughly, and adequately. In addition to, I was over there at the back, so due to which I was unable to use my phone. I was unable to take the pics. I was unable to just make the videos of the players while they were playing the football over there, and in addition to some of the pickpocketers, they too were present over there, and in one sense the antisocial elements, they were present over there for just stealing the mobile phones, for stealing the money from the people, and so due to which I was quite much cautious of that same sort of fact, and I used to assure myself that my phone that is along with me, and by touching the phone I used to assure myself. And furthermore, the fact is that team A that was playing the football with full of the determination, with full of the self-confidence and self-esteem, and even team A that was playing the fair game. On the contrary, team B that was not playing the game in the quite good manner, and even team B that was committing fouls for many a time. Furthermore, the fact is that team A that was playing with full of the sportsmanship, with full of the team spirit, and furthermore, team B that was playing the game in the quite wrong manner in one sense. Team B that was trying the level best to just do something unfair with the team A so that the winner would be the team B instead of team A. And in addition to, the players of team B, they were playing the game for their self. In one sense, they were playing the game for themselves, for merely winning purposes, and in one sense, the unity that wasn't present over there. Some people they were playing with the motto of just getting some amount of money or handsome and hefty amounted money. On the contrary, some were playing the game for just defeating the 80, and on the contrary, some were playing the game for just getting the the fame from the people, and even for just becoming renowned and prominent as well. That's the fact. And in one sense, you know what? The unity that was completely ruined in the team B. On the contrary, the unity that was present in the team A, and we know well versed that unity that is the strength. And for instance, if I would like to just give some of the people, one of the events, one of the tasks is which is this, that firstly to just collect some of the bundles of the words, and thereafter to just cut them in the middle, and even with the same force and at the same juncture. So according to me, nobody would be able to just do with that same sort of task. And on the contrary, if I would like to give that same sort of task to some other people, and I would just tell them to just cut the words from the middle or in the midest, but by just separating them instead of just making a bundle of that one. So that same event would become the reason one, easiest one at all. And so this is the difference. And furthermore, this completely reveals depicts and mirrors that unity is strength. When the bundle of words that was collected, that was in a same state, so that was just mirroring that unity, that is strength, and so people they were unable to just cut those from the middle. And on the contrary, when they used to get separated, and so people they just used to cut them, and so that's the fact. And furthermore, team A, that was completely with the unity, and so due to that unity, team A that was about to win the game. But unfortunately, to the utter dismay, team B that used to win the game due to the cheating. And furthermore, team B used to just get the prize as well, and team B used to get the medals. Furthermore, team B used to get the prize money, which costed a hefty and a handsome amount, a massive amount as well. And so due to that same sort of fact, some people they were feeling fed up with the game, and some people they were just watching out the game and observing the game with disdain. And according to me, all people who were present over there, they were just scoring at the game. And furthermore, some people who were along with the team B, in one sense they weren't the players, but they were in the favor of team B, so they were just enjoying, and furthermore they were looking full of life, and they were completely thrilling beyond measure, jubilant and grin. On the contrary, I was flabbergasted, I was astonished and confounded over there, as according to me, Team A, that was the winner. On the contrary, Team B used to win the match, that was the fact. And so that left me dumbstruck, paler and a than ever. In addition to I was alarmed, I was in a fix. I stood stunned. And in addition to, I was quite much crestfallen, affable and terribly despondent than ever. And I just tried to shrug up the eerie feeling which persisted but colored no eyes. In addition to, my heart skipped a beat. Furthermore, my heart it was clouded by the boldness and crestfallenness as well, but let it be. And furthermore, due to that same sort of plight, a big riot used to take place over there. And furthermore, due to the stately riot, police used to take place over there, as police was just standing outside the stadium for just checking out the tickets and for allowing people to get inside the stadium. And furthermore, the cacophony, the commotion used to fetch the police from outside, and the police used to take place over there along with the lathis. Police used to do the lathi charge against the people, and furthermore, some people they used to run for their life, and due to that, all people they used to run at the same instance, at the same moment, at the same juncture. So due to that, some people they used to just drop on the ground, and so others used to just come on their body, and so due to which some people they lost their life, they were no more in the world. And according to me, due to that same sort of thing, 500 or something more than that people used to lose their life. And furthermore, according to me, police used to do some other things as well for just working off the clutches of that same riot. That's the fact. But let it be. Furthermore, I would like to express my views over the riot which used to take place in the movie, in the cinema hall and during the movie time. And furthermore, earlier I used to relate in the movie. In one sense, my meaning was to relate about that during the movie time, and in one sense while the movie was running in the cinema hall. But let it be, and firstly due to that same football riot, the team A that used to win later, as the referee used to just consider each and every matter, each and every plight in the quite good manner. And furthermore, in one sense, referee used to just observe each and everything again. Referee used to recall each and everything again, and referee used to just consider and refer team A as the winner instead of team B. Okay, so according to me, it's the good news. Let it be. And the very second topic is about movie cinema hall. Okay, so at once I was just watching out the movie, one of the movies in the cinema hall, and so at once, firstly, that movie that was like the ordinary, mundane, and nondescript movies, and so in that movie, the hero he was doing some of the stunts, some of the horrorful stunts, and furthermore, he was doing some of the heroic stunts as well. And in addition to that, hero used to just occupy some amount of land which were already seized by some of the criminals and culprits. And so the culprits they were considered as the villains of that same story, of that same film as well. And so later on, hero he got completely physically and emotionally hurt by the villains. As the villains used to just taunt him as well, villains used to poke fun at him, villains used to look down upon him, and villains used to just do each and everything for their good. And furthermore, due to that same sort of fact, the hero he was emotionally ill. And later on, they used to just hit him hard, they used to chastise him, they used to spank him, they used to shove blows on his face. And so due to that, hero he was physically ill as well. And furthermore, when the people who were just sitting in the cinema hall, so they used to watch out, they used to observe that same sort of plight quite keenly, thoroughly and adequately. So all the people they became furious. They became fit of anger, and furthermore, within no time, with a stroke of genius, they further decided to become violent and to take revenge on the villain. And furthermore, a quarrel used to take place over there. And let me give you a colorful account of that. One of the man used to just get up, and thereafter he used to just go against the villain by saying some of the unphilanthropist and malicious and obnoxious words against the villain. On the contrary, some other people who were just sitting in the cinema hall, they were just watching out each and everything, and so that was completely hindering and even seizing the process of the people of watching out the film in a quite good manner. And so people they got completely disturbed and they felt puzzled and troubled due to that same man. And so they used to do a mouth fighting against that man. But that man, he was already violent. He used to become already violent, and even in one sense, his rage that was at the high, that was at the apex. And so due to that fact, that same man, he used to just fight boldly against other men who were present over there. So due to that, firstly mouth fighting used to take place. Later on, physical fighting that used to take place between a couple of parties. And the very first party used to contain merely one man, the first man. On the contrary, the very second party used to contain, according to me, 10 to 15 men who were present over there. And furthermore, later on, their wives, they too used to come in the quarrel, and thereafter that quarrel used to become the grand one, stately one, and thereafter some of the people they were quite grudgingly, forcibly, and reluctantly required to just go away from there. And secondly, some people they used to just call police over there, as that was mandatory, that used to come in handy. That's the fact. But let it be. And due to that quarrel, the peace that used to get vacated and ruined over there. Furthermore, some of the people they used to come over there for just declining their anxiety and for just fulfilling their desire of watching out the film in the theater. So these all wishes these all wishes used to get completely ruined and vacated of the people. And in addition to, some people they used to come in the way of the quarrel quite deliberately. For just adding the ice to the injury, no, adding the salt to the injury, they used to take place over there. And furthermore, the fact is that Some other police force used to take place over there for just seizing the quarrel which was taking place over there. But let it be. Furthermore, my third topic, that is about different sort of thing, that is about decision. Firstly, what is the meaning of decision? Decision means completely taking an initiative for an action. Action like for just catching upon an activity and like action. In one sense, I just want to take a decision for just choosing a course in the grade 11th, and since there are four courses, the very first one is PCM, second one is PCB, third one is commerce, fourth one is arts. On the contrary, some of the schools, they provide more courses than these four popular courses. Some provides like the fine arts or mass communication related courses or other sorts of courses as well. Okay, moreover, I just wanted to make a choice out of the four courses, and so for that I was required to just take an initiative. I was required to just take a decision over the same sort of thing, and quite swiftly and nimbly, with a stroke of genius, I further decided that to catch up on the biology. But later on, I used to brood over that since I don't want to become a doctor, so why should I prefer this course? Why should I pursue this sort of course out of the four courses? And secondly, I used to prefer commerce. But thereafter I thought that business, that is not my line, that is not my motto to pursue all about. And thirdly, I used to brood over that business, doing business or catching up on business, that is itself my ideal. It's itself a Herculean, arduous and challenging task for me to do so. Thereafter I used to brood over that should I pursue arts. Thereafter I thought that no, due to catching up on arts, I would be unable to just catch up on some of the defense services. Thereafter, I used to brood over and knew that I should pursue PCM, as PCM that would allow me to catch up on each and every career option apart from some. Okay. Thereafter, I thought that PCM that would allow me to catch up on the defense services, even that would allow me to just catch up on the railway examinations, that would allow me to catch up on the bank related examinations, and so this is kind of like a decision. Okay, furthermore, I took commerce instead of PCM, as firstly I just wanted good percentage, and so with that motto, with that view as well, I used to catch up on commerce, and fortunately my wish that used to prosper and flourish, as the fact is that I used to catch up on academics quite rigorously and rigorously, and so due to that I used to get good percentage, and I've already worried over the same sort of fact, so it's needless to mention about it. Okay, very firstly, according to me, taking decision, this is kind of like a step, and this takes place in the life of each and everyone, and this takes place in each and every sphere of life. This takes place in each and every mode of life. And furthermore, according to me, taking decisions, this takes place every day in the life of some people like businessmen and like other sorts of people as well. Like it takes place with those people who just want to catch up on any other career, and they just want to leave the present career which they are catching up on. But let it be. And very firstly, according to me, we should try our level best to just take each and every decision in the logical manner instead of catching up on any decision quite swiftly, briskly, gallop, hastily. As according to me, taking decision in haste, that just lends one to nowhere. That's the fact. And one feels regret at the leisure time due to just catching up on any decision in the haste at the earliest time. That's the fact. Okay, let it be. And furthermore, I have taken sizable and innumerable decisions in my life, but in the logical manner, not hastily. And very firstly, when I was in 10th grade, so I was just required to catch up on four of the, but according to me, when I was in the 10th grade, so in the following year, in the concluding year, I was requiring to take one of the subjects out of the four, and so firstly I used to prefer arts instead of commerce. And but thereafter I explored myself and went to get admitted into that school which I preferred mostly. And later on I preferred the ISC one. since there was no hint of arts. So I used to touch upon commerce. And so in one sense I used to take the decision in the quite logical manner, as still I was getting three options, but I used to prefer merely one out of the three, that's the fact. But let it be. Moreover, according to me, my elder sister, she takes each and every decision in the logical manner like thinking firstly, music at and wandering at in the quite good manner and for a prolonged period of time and consistently, and especially taking the advices of some of the experienced people, and especially taking the advices of Google and YouTube as well. As according to me, these a couple of platforms are quite much good for just getting to know about some of the good advices. Okay, let me just take the glimpse of time.